Hello, and welcome to another edition of Ame's Bookshelf. I'm Amehana Arashi, or if you read my novels, Teresa Garcia. And today I am here to talk about a book called Legasea by Crystalline. I forget exactly how I came across this book, but I knew that I absolutely had to read it when I read the title, and then when I saw the book cover, and then when I read the description, as it did pertain to Selkies. It is very possible that I came across it in my Twitter feed looking at the Selkies tag. Now, this story is a coming-of-age story, so I would recommend it for those that are themselves coming of age or that have been going through particular issues in their lives. Younger readers will enjoy it too. However, there's not a lot for the younger readers. It's not meant for them. But they might enjoy it. If they like Harry Potter, I'm sure they'll enjoy it. There is no out-and-out magic in this book. There is some magic because Selkies do transform because of having particular skins. They put them on to become seals. They take them off to become human. The Selkie is a type of fairy known in Ireland and Scotland. And this Selkie story takes place in North America, somewhere along the eastern seaboard, probably in the New England area. It takes place in a fishing community, and we are introduced to Eileen, our heroine, as she is getting onto a ship with her best friend and all the rest of her class, with one of the popular boys who has borrowed his father's boat. Now, this is borrowed without permission, unknown to all of the others that are boarding. And Eileen is not supposed to be going anywhere near the ocean, much less getting on a ship, because of something that happened to her when she was 2 or 3 years old, where she got swept overboard, and we find out that this same accident also claimed her grandfather's life. We go through the book and we find out that she's got the same sort of issues that normal teenagers have, wanting to have their freedom, trying to discover who they are, generally feeling like they're being kept under a rock. Her father is trying desperately to keep his store, which is a fishing goods store. He had to give up his life as a fisherman again because of the mysterious incident that happened with his daughter. His wife just would not allow him to keep fishing. Now, he is a sailor at heart, so being able to get out on the sea is like taking away part of his soul. But because he loves his wife, he goes along with it, who has just as deep connection to the sea, even though she now fears it and tries to disown it. We find out that Eileen's grandmother had come over from Ireland, believing in the old tales. And we meet a young lad named Jamie, who shows up at the same time that a mysterious pod of seals shows up. Eileen, of course, is very drawn to him, and not knowing why, much less why she feels so comfortable with his family. And it turns out that his family and her family have very deep connections in the distant past. There is a bit of a mystery going on, as while Eileen was out on the boat, a dead girl was found in the bay, which, of course, meant that the fuzz got involved and all of our teenagers got a little bit of a problem with their parents, even though no charges were pressed against them, except for the two rich boys whose father pressed charges against them to teach them a lesson. So, there is that going on, and Eileen finds herself confiding all kinds of strange things to a young brown seal that she feels very comfortable with, and acts very strangely towards her. We go through the whole story, and Eileen is trying to figure out just who it is that has killed this girl, that has almost killed Jamie's sister, and who eventually kills her grandmother. Not even the old folks are safe, I'm sorry. I would highly suggest this book. It kept me guessing as to who the perpetrator was through the entire thing. I guessed wrong several times because the clues were stacked up, and I thought that I would get the right answer, only to find something new and something that completely threw everything back into the whodunit. So, you've got your adventure, you've got your mystery, you've got your coming of age, and you, of course, have a bit of romance. I do hope that there are eventually other stories along this storyline. I would very much like to read a sequel if a sequel ever happens. Once again, this is Legasea by Crystalline. Up in the upper left corner, you should be able to see the cover that you will be looking for. This is available on Amazon. It's probably available in Barnes & Noble. And I hope to see you another time. And I really, really hope that the audio on this takes, because this is the third time I've had to do this, and I am getting really tired of having to redo this. Good night.